I hated her so much. It flames on the side of my face, heaving breaths.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I hope you like that beginning. You know the game Clue? They made it into a movie. I don't know how many of you know that, but anyways, that's what it's from, and it's hysterical. So anyway, I digress into hello, welcome. For anyone who's brand new, my name's Lara. All the stuff I do is in chapter form. At the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials, and those are anything funny to laugh at these fools, or I would go stark raving mad, and that is for real. Anyway, I don't like to talk very long in the beginning, in the intro, bore anybody, but what I will say is I am very happy with hopefully what this video is going to bring. I worked really hard on it for aesthetic purposes and stuff like that, and I didn't want it to be too heavy and dark, so it isn't. And I got some really interesting things that I've noticed that people I think have missed, and I've got some shocking things. I've got it all. So, and my daughter, I hired her actually to help because I'm a little overwhelmed. So she bought or found commercials, which I'm really proud of her, and they're so great, you guys. So, and we have Sam at the end, a brand new Sam. Anyways, okay, enough of the chit chat, and let's get to the show. This chapter is called The Waleses and Palace Updates. Revisiting Dorito, because there's something I can't shake and I have to share with you. And I found something about Rochelle and Harry's real resentment and NDAs. So there's kind of a lot in this one. It is what it is. So we are going to have fun. Yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, so I have been asked, and I've heard rumors here or there about when is the Princess of Wales coming back? When are we going to see her again? Blah, blah, blah. And, she's really ill, you guys. I mean, she, is obviously, hopefully getting better. And I do have a little clip to share with you. Prince William actually shared something, which was amazing. But I will share what Kensington Palace said. So they said they provided an update on the Princess of Wales' work status, once again reiterating that she is not expected to come back to work until her medical team advises her to do so. We have been really clear that Kate needs the space. I don't know how much more clear they can be, honestly. She does. She did send, because she's colonel now of the army. Hopefully I got that right. Anyway, she did send a speech and somebody read it out. But for the sake of time, because you guys, I have such a packed video. Oh my God, it's crazy. I decided I'm just going to show the one clip because I think it means so much more to us it will. Because the other one's just somebody reading out her words, but this is Prince William. So let's see what he has to say.
Oh, I was going to ask you if your wife getting any better.
Yes, she'd love to be here today. I was reminding everyone that her grandmother served the collection. So she had quite a few in common with some of the ladies here. We never spoke about anything until the very end.
It was secret.
Yeah, it's all very secret, exactly.
Yes. Well, that's very good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jeffrey, it's lovely to see you.
It's great to see you.
And we'll see you in 5 years' time for Nice to see you.
Wasn't that so sweet? I just loved that. Because it was a genuine answer, to a gentleman. And I think William is definitely coming into his own, right? And it's really nice to see. It really is. So the trooping of the color coming up, but that's where Princess Catherine sent her words to the troops. But like I said, for the sake of time, I won't play it because it's a little bit lengthier. But it is out there. And if anybody does want to see it, I can provide a link. Or maybe I will down below. Also, anything that is in my commercials, you guys, like anybody, all description, they're all in my description, always. I'm a big believer in always crediting the artist, right? The creator, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so let's just go forward, shall we? So I saw this and I was like, you know what? I want to put this out because it's true. One of the biggest lies ever told is blood makes you family. No, blood makes you related. Loyalty, love, and trust makes you family. Hashtag Meghan and Harry destroy families. I am all behind this. This was Laird of the Manor from X. I am 100% behind this. Yes. Okay, so I saw this out there, you guys, and just because it's brand new, I thought I'd bring it to you. I'm not positive if it's true. I have done so much that I just really honestly didn't have time, and that's for real. However, I'm one who believes that we're all adults, so I bring you whatever I can find out there that I think is of value, of course. And it's up to you to decide, whether it's true or not. That's just kind of how I roll. So, but I will tell you if I believe something, oh, trust you me, or if I don't. So this one, I wouldn't surprise me if it was true. The Sussex tour canceled. Harry and Meghan banned by Ghanaian from Ghana. President from visiting Ghana next month. Sussex panic. I'm sure I've heard this, but I can't be positive, so I'm not going to say positive. But it would not surprise me in the slightest. Nobody wants them to come. It's like, stay away, please, you demons. I did love seeing this from E! News. Royal family quietly removes Prince Harry's 2016 statement confirming Meghan Markle romance from website. Wonder why? Because it was based on lies. I love that. That would drive her mental. It would. Because, they're writing her out of the history books is what they're doing. They're like getting rid of a little bit at a time. And I've shown you before the website when they're like, everything is like real low key and they got rid of so much stuff. And yeah, it's something, but I wanted to share that because that makes me happy. I'm sure y'all have heard this stupid rumor floating around, and I wonder who is behind it. Harry and Meghan latest. Duke and Duchess planning third child. In Harry and Meghan latest news, the Duke and Duchess are reportedly considering having a third child in hopes it will ease family tension. And then I put what their third child would look like. That was me, guys. But are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The woman is not only barren, she is a little long in the tooth to be having children. It's not like she can just go, oh, I'm going to have a third, and then, 3 or 4 months later, you're expecting an announcement, right? Like, F you. Rochel's so she's putting this kind of bullshit out. So at first I thought it was kind of a lark, one place is just putting it out. But she is literally putting this everywhere. Here's another. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle receiving exciting news amid third baby plans. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry reportedly planning for third child amid rift with royal family. What? That's June 7th, folks. I mean, this bitch is literally crazy. Crazy to even think we would believe that bullshit. But, excuse my French, you sorry. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It's just a Canadian saying. But when you research as much as I do, you just get to you just want to, And, all the issues I've had with them and stuff lately. So, yeah, not fun. So that before I go further, I'll let y'all know. I do 2 Harkle videos a week and then a laughter break. So 3 videos a week. And then I do shorts, and 1 month, or one time a month on Patreon, I make a video. Anyway, what's going on with mine is they immediately demonetize them, right? So I have to get them manually reviewed, and that the last time took 30 hours, or not the last time before that. Then it was 16, 26. The lowest I've had is 6 hours. And then they get monetized, which is great, right? But then I had an attack. Well, what I'm trying to say is that you'll eventually get it. It might seem late, but it's not. Like, I'll always have one out on my Friday, but it might get to you guys later because of this. Because I put it out with a laughter break. I also do the other one around Monday or Tuesday, depending on what's going on in my life. And when you get them might be later. That's all I'm just trying to explain. So, yeah, it really sucks right now. But I was targeted, and they went back. They reported some videos, and anyways, they demonetized them, and I didn't have a right to appeal. I'm not asking for money or anything, guys. Nothing like that. I just wanted to explain what's kind of going on a little bit. So, yeah. Anyways, enough of their crap. Let's just go forward, and we have so much. Okay, so we have to step back a little bit back into Dorito because there's a couple things that need to be brought up. First, I don't know if you guys recognize these. I've had them out before, but of course, this is Rachel on one of her boat trips, right? Now, look who's beside her. I wrote, "Take your mom to work day." WTF, folks. Why is Doria going on an excursion with her daughter and you know what she's doing? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God. So, I mean, I'm going to have other stuff about Dorito. I'm going to have that on my Patreon video, but I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time. But there are a few things that I want to go over, and a theory that I have myself personally, and you guys can see what you think. So I touched upon this a bit my last video, but nobody really said much, but I've got a lot more to say about it. So I found this anyway from an Audrey Ann. Well, if the story R.E. Daria's early life are true, she had at least 1 or 2 babies when she was very young that got adopted. Okay. So MM has half siblings somewhere in the U.S., apart from the Markle ones. That would make for a very interesting reveal if those children made themselves known now. I'd say. The more I read about Thomas, he does sound like a good man. I can't imagine how sad and upset he must have been watching his daughter walk down the aisle on well, at that time it was Prince Charles's arm. It must have killed him inside, and to see Doria as the only family member there and her not quite being the person MM has made her out to be. Well, isn't that the truth? And then I'm just going to go over this once more here. So this is the part of the article I kind of wanted to go just refresh here for what's next. This is about Dorito, obviously. She was pretty enough, and she had a lot of boyfriends, and they were all older than her. There were rumors about her affair with a high school teacher. The consequence of this was early pregnancy and childbirth. The child was placed in foster care. Okay, here we are with this picture again, but just bear with me. I noticed before, I didn't really notice because I was looking more at Dorito on the baby. She must have just got home from the hospital, right? Because she's got the wrist and ankle bands that, tell her who she is in the hospital. So this literally had to be the day she came home. Because I don't know anybody who leaves those on their baby, right? So, okay. Keep that in mind. This is supposed to be, I'm assuming, a day or two later, maybe that day of the baby being home. I'm just going to go and I made a side-by-side shot so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so side-by-side, I want everybody to look with their eyes and not their ears of what they've been told. I think this picture of Dorito was out there and either the press just assumed it was or I don't know. But you cannot tell me that the Dorito on the left is the same one as on the right. Sorry. On the right, she's lost some baby fat. She looks maybe 17, 18. I don't know. They're not even in the same age group here. And this is supposed to be And here's the two babies. I just said, is this the same baby? Because it doesn't look like it to me. Honestly, it doesn't. Different ears, nose. To me, not the same baby. I know it seems far-fetched, but here's the thing. Everything in Rachel's life is far-fetched. Let's be real. Her whole life is a conspiracy theory gone wrong. I mean, you know what I mean? So I don't put anything above these people. Not whatsoever. Not whatsoever. And then, you guys, I tripped upon something that, oh my God, wait till you see this. Okay, remember when I read this out yesterday? She had a specific and well-defined goal. Ed O'Neill, the future star of the series Married with Children, it is said that Doria went head over heels and did not shy away from any means by achieving her goal. And then I thought, I don't know why, you guys, but I just thought, maybe you guys will want to see who Ed O'Neill is if you don't know who he is. So then it took me into something else entirely. So this is Ed O'Neill, a.k.a. Al Bundy. This is how he would have looked when Doria met him. So that's how I put him up. But of course, he's a lot older now. So then it brought me to Ed O'Neill remembers Meghan Markle on Married with Children set with her dad. And then I went and I looked at the clip. You guys, what he says is like, oh my God. You'll want to stick around. This is shocking. Well, like shocking as in, I knew it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's Markle.
Yes,
right?
Meryl Markle.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
yes.
you tried to fool me.
No, Meghan, I said
By
no.
the way, she grew up on the set of Married with Children. Did you know that?
Why?
Her father was a camera operator.
Oh, really?
And she used to come on the set in a little Catholic school uniform. She was like 9.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have
trivia.
gotten to know her more. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, you guys. I did not expect that whatsoever. So I wrote down what I wanted to say so that I could say it without forgetting, because it's like so important. But anyways, basically it just says that this was the sitcom, the American television sitcom Married with Children, went from 87 to 97. And it was more of a PG-13 type sitcom, you know. Anyways, I wrote, if was 9, like Ed O'Neill says, when did she, when she started to come to the set of Married with Children in 1987, how was she born in 1981? Instead, if she was 9, then she was born in 77, 78. And then I go further. So I wrote this out. I will even play devil's advocate. Let's say she was 9 years old on set at one point. If it wasn't, say, 87, let's just say. Do we really think that Thomas Markle Sr., a single dad, waited for 3 years to bring her on set in 1990? If she was 9 then, because that's when she would have been 9, apparently, according to her. I said, no. The show ran from 87 to 97. Going by Rachel's claim, she would have had to have been 6 years old. She was way too young, and it was a PG-13 sitcom as it was. That doesn't make sense, not to me. Plus, this was taped in 2019, The Ellen Show. Or it was in 2019. And Ed had no idea what she was saying. He's speaking the truth. He didn't hesitate to figure out the dates in his head. As far as I am concerned, this is just more proof that she's older than she says, in my opinion. I have brought every kind of proof I could possibly think of. I haven't even, repeated it or anything. Different stuff throughout my videos, you guys. So, here's another piece. Honestly, that makes sense to me, doesn't it? For real. I was just oh my God. The things you'll find, right? Because that was taped 5 years ago. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm looking at the time, and I'm running a little bit late because I never want to go over an hour. So I decided the part about Harry, I'm going to leave for the next video because it actually fits perfectly into it. I have stuff about him to talk about, so I'm cool with that. But I'll just read you this thing really quick about NDAs, and then we'll get to the commercials. And then we have a what the hell kind of... Well, you just wait. Okay. So this is courtesy of Royal Sage. At this point, there is no reason why an NDA is keeping people quiet. They're not easily enforced, and Meghan doesn't have the resources to sue everyone who breaks an NDA. No, she's keeping a lot of people, Tyler Perry, quiet with, BM, blackmail. I don't want to say too much. The house staff and the production crews could most easily break the NDAs. What's she going to do? The info will be in the media regardless of whether she sues for breaking the NDAs, and she hasn't considered those people. She'd have to pay for so many lawsuits, and she can't afford to. NDAs are notoriously easy to break, and even if she successfully had the courts issue injunctions, the media already knows. The details of the breach of NDA will be court public record, and the media will have already heard the news, and that will never go away. People need to do what the Sussex survivors did and start telling their stories. Make the Sussex Survivors Society go international. If enough people spill the tea, she can't do a thing to stop it. And truly, the tea spill is already started. Just wait, friends. Eventually, we will have enough tea to reenact the Boston Tea Party. So I just put that cute little picture. So I have all these stickers on that, but it'll be next video. That's fine. Okay. I'm excited. These are new, so let's listen to some funny ladies.
Hi. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, we're not. We decided not to show her because, well, she's still really tiny. We don't want anyone making fun of her skin color. No, she's white as the snow, actually. Yeah, she's got, obviously all of Harry's coloring, so, I can describe her to you. Yeah, sure. Well, she's got Harry's paleness. And she, oh, look at that face. I wish I could show you, but I'm just gonna describe her. Yeah. She's got the white skin and, the lips. I would say she looks a lot like Diana. She looks like Diana. Yeah. Oh, she's such a good baby. Yeah. And, oh, what the? I'm sorry. Could you? Okay, I'm sorry. We named her Lilybet. Yes, we did. We did not get the blessing to use that name, but, well, as you know, I call the shots, and that's what I wanted. Yeah, Lilybet. That's what, was, Elizabeth's nickname by my, late father-in-law. Yeah, she used to call, or he would call her Lilybet. So, yeah, she's lovely. I gotta go because I'm getting a little flustered, and I don't want this interview misrepresented. Okay. Second, excuse me. I thought it was going to be Oprah doing this interview. What the freak was that? Okay. I want to look it over completely before it goes on the network, okay? Okay.
I'm getting pretty sick of hearing people, and it's usually, the typical middle-aged, white, cisgendered woman coming out and saying really awful things, mean things about Meghan Markle, aka the Duchess of Sussex. That's her title, and she likes to go by that because she earned it, just like her kids earned their title, their birthright. And people saying that she doesn't deserve an award because she's not a true feminist. How dare you? How many of you work 1 hour a week for your charity, huh? How many of you do a podcast interviewing all of your friends and interrupting them to tell them about your story and your truth? You don't know. You're just jealous of her because she is beautiful and she is brave and she stands up for what is right and she speaks her truth. You're disgusting bullies. Do better.
I hope you enjoyed that. It's so funny, right? Like such different ladies, but both funny in their own way. Okay, chapter 2, motherhood, new bump pics and observations, and Rochel's feet. So I thought I'd start out with this. It's really quick, but to the point. Meghan is missing her kids, allegedly. More the people are asking questions about the Sussex children and their whereabouts, more are we bombarded with PR about Meghan missing her babies and how hard it is for her there growing up. Right? Isn't that the truth? Okay. A source has said that Meghan finds it hard to be separated from her youngsters, saying Meghan doesn't like being away from her children as she doesn't want to miss a thing with them growing up so fast. Are you joking? With Lily turning 3, so this was just happened, obviously, okay? It's really got Meghan and Harry thinking about their future and how quickly the children are growing up. Meghan especially feels that her babies are no longer babies, and like most mums, it makes her slightly sad and wistful that the baby years have come to an end. Okay. Hard to say this without laughing. So the alleged mother, who never takes the children with her when travels, is never seen with her children in a playground or doing activities with, who knows nothing about them beyond our littles are little, wants us to believe she's missing her invisible babies, who are not even living in Montecito as locals claim. Another PR move to cover both the Invisa kids and the scandal of nakedness and to make us feel compassion for the poor mama deprived of her children. Tear, left eye, go. I love that. So their PR team is in full overdrive. They are like squeezing that toothpaste until they get the last little bit out of these people. Because now there's these images floating around again. But look, have you seen her look this clear? Like the kid, well, her, but quote unquote Lily was always way more obscured before. This one surprised me big time because I hadn't seen this one, and if I have, it was obviously blurred out or something. Because have you guys seen this one? So yeah, these are being circulated around right now. It should be circulate, sorry. Then I came across this and almost died laughing. I wrote another Photoshop fail for my collection. Hi, SS. Thank you. Keep up the shoddy work. Because you guys, one of these days, I'm just going to have a video of straight up just all of the craziest pictures out there, because this is another one that's floating around on, I swear to you, on Pinterest and shit. Like, you find them in the weirdest places, right? And I'm not even looking for them, and there it is. So, I guess this is number 17. I don't know. I haven't kept track, but it's pretty hilarious to me. Okay, so, you guys, I found this in the Daily Mail. I just cropped it off. I apologize, but it was from the Daily Mail. And it said, Meghan Markle's trips to New York City, Morocco put spotlight on flying while pregnant. The Duchess of Sussex told wishers she's expecting in April. What? Okay. So, anyways, I put the pictures that are on here, I put them on so you have something to look at while I read this. It's not that long, but it's absolutely crazy how wrong they get it. Anyway, this one, look how big she is there. And that's 5.5 months. She just returned to London last week from New York City, where she enjoyed a 5-night stay, catching up with friends and being feted at a baby shower. 6.5 months, hey? And then, of course, the infamous photo on the right where there's nothing. I found that one myself, but anyway, yeah. This is crazy that they actually had this out there, and then she had the nerve to say she wasn't allowed to go anywhere. But I'll continue. the Duchess of Sussex, is jetting around the world as she counts down the weeks until the birth of her first child. That one is supposed to be almost 7 months, and look at that disaster. M37 flew to Morocco Saturday for an official visit on behalf of the royal family with Prince Harry. That's what drives me insane, you guys. She was representing the RF here. Are you kidding me? Oops, I lied. It was from ABC News. Sorry, not Daily Mail. Okay. A one-way flight to Morocco is around 3 hours from the UK, while a one-way trip from New York to London takes approximately 8 hours. That adds up to a lot of time in the air for Meghan, who told well-wishers last month that she is due in April. Flying in the third trimester of pregnancy may not matter for a royal like M, who has the availability to travel on a private plane and with her own medical team. And then I wrote, due in April. What woman doesn't know her due date after 6 months? What? Okay. I tell my patients that once they're in the third trimester, travel anywhere more than 1 to 2 hours more from their hometown is ill-advised, unless they have no problem having their baby in a different location with a different doctor, she says. Ashton. When it comes to flying, pregnant women are already at an increased risk of developing blood clots. It doesn't matter, you guys, if it's private or not, so them even putting private in there is irrelevant. Any flight of 8 hours or longer only increases that risk, Ashton said. So if she was really preg, why would she do that risk? And then, of course, yes, I'm being petty. I wrote 14 months. Meghan, whose pregnancy at age 37 makes her of advanced maternal age, according to the ACOG, flew to Australia, New Zealand, Tonga, and Fiji with Prince Harry in October, just after her pregnancy was made public. I wish more people had picked up on that back then. So I saw this. So the reporters and photographers capturing the visit to Birkenhead when Archie decided to hang low did witness this moment. Lady C writes in her latest book, naturally this phenomenon caused consternation, I apologize, as the journalists who were present observed what had just taken place. How could you not? I'm such a smartass, but I saw this picture and I was like, oh my God, their mask slipped for a sec. I wrote, scary, clenched jaw from anger? Why? Is it because artificial tried to make her run for it? But honestly, look at her face, guys. Oh my. And this one, I was like, are you kidding me? 4 months along, really? And look where I said, I cannot believe she thought the world would not notice. Holy moly, her belly button is oddly under her left breast, not to mention the mammoth size for a slim woman just starting her second trimester. What the... I just got a kick out of that one. So I wrote like toy soldiers and almost 7 months, but she looks like she's 10. So I saw these and decided to make my own side-by-side. Because this was January 30th, same day, almost 6 months. Look at that. That doesn't even look normal. Like, was she wearing it upside down? What the hell? So yeah, that's crazy. And why would she get inflatable and deflate? I never understood that. Then I noticed that this looks all kinds of wrong. I wrote, that belly just looks all kinds of wrong. And if there's a disabled person, wheelchair is even better. Rochelle makes a beeline straight to them. Great photo op though, eh? She does. And then it's like, where's the second part of your belly? Because what? I have never seen this photo before either. So I circled it. Because look at that, you guys. And at the bottom, I put what she also looked like that day. And then, you know, a royal visit from the Duchess of Sussex. And then I wrote, what kind of alien horror show were we subjected to? Honestly, we were treated like complete buffoons. Like we couldn't understand what a pregnant lady looks like. Okay, so this we've all seen before. It's got kind of a little bit of differences in it, but I wanted to show it because Getty Images put this out, you guys. This whole video, they put it out, Getty Images. This harlot pissed somebody off hardcore. Yeah. Because this part here coming up I haven't seen. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that. There's me trying to be all artistic and stuff with a thunderbolt through the middle. But I'm like, I looked at these two and I'm like, it's the fake laugh smile that does it for me. Because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They both do it. Look at Doritos doing the same thing. That fake laugh smile thingy. So I'm gonna, I thought I had pushed the wrong thing and I don't know how to edit, you guys. I would have had to start over. So yay, I don't. Okay, we're going to go really quickly to her feet. Someone asked me to discuss her feet and I was like, you know what? That is the one thing I never have done. So I'm going to. And then this is just a meme from Nana Lou, who's in our midst. Supermodels like shoes with a bit of toe room. Oh, and olive oil. I put that up on the top because it's so funny, but it's true, right? Like she always wears shoes like that. It's so funny. I also wanted to remind everybody, my community page, I put memes up daily. Like you guys can always have a giggle over there. It's just like, you know, something to, you know, to look forward to every day, really. So this was in 2017, you guys. So I'm like, I read it. I'm like, I have to share this with my people. This is so funny. Someone says, Meghan Markle, quite hot, but ugly feet. Someone else says, never wear sandals again. Always opt for footwear to cover those ugly, spidery, bunion-ridden feet. I was like, oh my God, that's funny. So let's take a look, shall we? Picture one. This is the one they were talking about. So this is in all its entirety for your viewing pleasure. You're welcome. Picture two. Hey, the way I see it is if I got to watch all this stuff, I'm dragging you guys down with me. Isn't that just lovely how that just, that's all I can say. This one is something else. I mean, why would she have chosen to wear that? That just looks so bad. Honestly, people have to realize their not limitations, but I mean, if you're out there trying to be, you know, an actress or whatever, like your assets, Rochelle, you have to show that, not this stuff. This is. I showed my husband, he's like, holy crap, those are the ugliest feet I've ever seen. And he's like, and they're like huge. I'm like, right? I don't know. But as everybody knows, she got them removed. But this was in 2018. Don't they grow back? I heard that they grow back. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments, because I don't know, I still think she has them. Like, what are they called? Bunions or whatever on the side there? So, I don't know, but yeah. Like I said, I've never discussed her feet before, but this will probably be the first and only time. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So, whew. But my last chapter is packed full of fun stuff. I hope you've enjoyed everything so far. I do try to find things that aren't out there. So, anywho, we are going to go to commercial, which is so much fun, and then I'll be back.
Actually thought about why it is that Meghan and Harry, and particularly Meghan, has gone over to Nigeria. Now, never mind this 43% Nigerian in her fucking bloodstream. Well, that's just a fucking smokescreen. That was done a few months ago to prep us for what is effectively a PR coup as far as she's concerned. Why PR? Well, the rest of the world, the Western world, developed world, don't give a flying fuck about Meghan and Harry. The only people that care about Meghan and Harry are Meghan and Harry. We all can see what they are and what they've done. So, they need a new market. Now, I don't know about streaming services in Nigeria or Africa, but I do know that there are a population of 200 million people. That's 200 million people for Meghan to get her fucking fingernails into and manipulate for cash. No, I don't think she's over there to help the young girls and young women with the 90, which is what they do in that particular country. And I don't think she's over there to discuss corruption in the Nigerian government either. She's over there with Harry, and of course she's got to have Harry because that's the royal connection, just barely hanging on a fucking thread, to gain a PR popularity, and to, no doubt, we will find out in the future that some other initiative will come out for the well-being of Nigerian women, not FGM or anything like that, but it will be fucking jam supplies or yam supplies or fucking recycling fucking Tampax. Who fucking knows what Meghan will come up with? But the bottom line is, it's about cash for that fucking money-grabbing bitch and her sidekick, Harriet.
Say hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Dad.
Whose goddamn white baby is that? This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned too.
What, is it the gloves, Harry?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's clearly a ticket M.
Oh my God.
Well, yep. Cape Poncho, whatever. That's lovely too. Oh, so relieved I don't have to wear a dress that's dragging 17 feet behind me. And I'm certainly not using an iron. But I know what I'm going to be saying everywhere, the same at the other event. I am going after all you female tubers that are telling the truth about me. Yep.
Well, I haven't made a new PPP in a really long time. I haven't had the energy, to be honest. But I wanted to put that half out because of what's going on with the censorship. So I thought that would be cute to kind of get that out there. But anyway, I'm excited. This chapter is always my favorite. It's always, you can decide if it's true or not. Blinds, online bits and bobs, and it's just my water cooler gossip like at work, right? So, let's get into this. I thought I would just start with this one blind because they didn't have comments under it that I could push. It just wouldn't do it. But anyway, it's from June 9th, so it's pretty new. The uncle of the ginger-haired one already has someone half his age he has been seeing that he met while doing publicity earlier this year, which is why his wife is now an ex-wife. Earl of Spencer. I'm sure everybody heard, getting a divorce. Shock. I had a friend send me this, and it was like, holy moly. There is not one redeeming quality about this woman. Okay. According to Meek, Meghan was initially spotted wearing Cartier jewelry worth over £230,000 at a reception, but these exquisite pieces have since disappeared. from her wardrobe. The jewelry in question consisted of a pair of dazzling Cartier earrings, along with a matching bracelet with a combined value of nearly £250,000. Here is a photo of said jewelry. It's absolutely stunning, both pieces. These pieces featured 19 brilliant cut diamonds totaling 0.81 carats and 10 baguette cut diamonds totaling 1.8 carats, all set in 18 karat white gold. The bracelet alone was valued at £241,000. Meek, responsible for cataloging and preserving valuable jewelry for the royal family, confirmed that the jewelry worn by Meghan and other royal family members that night belonged to the royal collection, which the Queen had lent to M for special occasions. All other jewelry was promptly returned, catalogued, and preserved for future royal events. The only items that went missing were the Cartier bracelet and earrings known as the Reflection, the very items Meghan had worn at the reception. Anybody surprised? Anybody? Bueller? So I just threw a couple things together because I wanted to. It's actually something I enjoy. So I thought, okay, these are cream colored. Look at the difference. I said, when the evil finally starts to show itself, look at the difference. I know, the photoshopping that, but even still, even without the Photoshop, like, wow. Now, this is just a critique of the clothing. That's all I'm doing. I had not seen this particular photo before. I wrote, Rachel looking in the mirror. She really thinks, wow, I look amazing. Rictus grin and all. You can see where my arrow's pointed. So, I think that's enough said for that one. I saw this and I'm like, how true is this? Cheaters often accuse you of cheating. Liars often accuse you of lying. Insecure people make you feel insecure. Pay attention to how people treat you. It's a reflection of who they really are. Laird of the Manor. Look at that. Look at that look on his face. My God, that's scary. So we have time for a blind with comments. Our favorite. This one is very recent, the 8th. The illiterate one once tried to hit on the recent newlywed, but she was way too old for him. Who hasn't she hit on? Let's be real. Sadly, she had to settle for a prince who was a pauper. Poor Megs. She got stuck with a dud. Harry got stuck with a dud too. LOL, you guys, she's an American and Americans at the top are sponsored or trying to lobby for something or fundraising or set up a foundation or even getting a corporate bailout. Made captain of a sinking ship. Golden parachute. Then there's the darker side of things. Money laundering, funneling currency offshore, running shell corporations. Don't forget about yachting. LOL, that's actually working though, not really grifting. And she's still wearing the jewelry. Someone said, it grows, old shrew woman. But now we know why they weren't invited. Oh, there's a lot more reasons than that, my friend. I love these comments, you guys, because it's literally not from a platform. Do you know what I mean? I mean, everybody on platforms, certain ones have a certain kind of mindset. But this is just open to literally anybody in the world. Well, everything is, but you know what I mean. It's just, I love that. So anyways, I will keep going. She's a mess. Those parking lot strolls she does with hired paps are the worst. Her clothes always look like they can be from a discount bin. Her orange skin and her crossed eyes. The Ozempic face. The Princess of Wales has more class, beauty, and warmth than MM could ever dream about having. Oh, MM is some kind of hustler, all right, but work? She couldn't make it beyond 18 months as a part-time royal and has repeatedly proven to the world she has zero work ethic. I am guessing she thought that she would finally be Hollywood A-list. She and Harry would be going to the Oscars and all of Hollywood would be at their feet. But they really messed up giving that Oprah interview, and then with Harry writing that book, it made the A-list see they couldn't be trusted. They blab everything they hear, not discreet at all, and embellish and weaponize and poison it with lies. And then I laughed because look at the picture, you guys. What was I talking about earlier? I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, Meghan is too old for anyone except dim-witted Harry. Have you seen her topless pictures? She has the ugliest, N I've ever seen. Plus her cloven hoof feet. That she will keep exposing to the world in those minimal sandals. Cloven hoof feet. Oh my God. Not to mention her gnarled claws that grasp onto Harold at every turn. Oh my God. And those legs that she likes to parade on ridiculous Bermudas. LOL. LOL, don't go for second best. Express Yourself by Madonna just came on my radio. Oh my God, you guys, these guys, they hold no prisoners. They just tell it like it is. The palace had a great PR team for him. I'm convinced he was tolerated by friends because they liked William. You don't become a middle-aged, single, never-married prince because you have a great personality, right? Catherine and his family made his joking cute, but when you look at it, it's always at the expense of someone, and they are just good-natured. This coming from someone who was a huge fan of his. I had a team hug of him from my aunt who lived in England. I bet he thinks he's still popular and people are forced or paid to snub him by his father and brother. Delusional is, in my opinion, an euphemism for his condition. I am waiting for when the Crown officially releases the truth about the Invisikids. Official stripping of titles by either the King or Parliament, whoever. That would be grand. I just don't believe it will ever happen. They'll just wait for them to become irrelevant, in my opinion, mostly because of the kids, totally innocent beings in all this mess. I believe the Crown has an interest in the line of succession and whether or not the king has grandchildren and who they are. The salad dodging slut is going to find it difficult to get another husband. That meme's hilarious. Oh, but she doesn't dodge the salad. She loves it along with roasting chickens, etc. Another reason why they were not invited. And the Duke of Westminster. I wonder why she hit on him. Actually, I can think of 10 billion reasons. Well, I have a couple minutes, guys, so I have a couple more things to share with you. The man baby who could breastfeed his bad self. Oh God, you guys, that's too funny. Ocean Girl made this little collage. Made for each other. Really, they are. Look at that. Look at that one photo on the bottom of Harry. Oh my good grief. So I'm coming across stuff that we've talked about before that's been out, ages ago. I mean, the pictures are a little different, but I think the media is chomping at the bit to tell what they know. So they're putting out stuff like this. Yes, I'm catty sometimes. I wrote, OMG with the weave behind the ear. Cringe. I hated it when she did that. I hated that, you guys. The ear thing like behind it drove me crazy. So I wrote, leaving so quickly, Sohos. My eyes, standing up, that outfit is hideous. This is just me critiquing. It makes her look like a burgundy box of all kinds of WTF. Yes, I'm being snarky. Honestly, you guys, look at it. It's horrible. Why does she always pick something that makes her look boxy? I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. They did it for her on Suits. So what up? So this one's not new, but it's pretty evident why they got kicked out, among other things. Okay, so this is it for me, guys. I haven't watched the new Sam. I never do, just so that I can... The only thing I ever do, like I said, is go at the very end to see which sentence to stop at. But I don't watch anything else because I want to have like a real genuine laugh with you guys. That's important to me. Humor is so important. And you guys are important. And thank you so much for just spending any amount of time with me. That means the world. It really, truly does. So I will see you guys in the next one. I hope this one doesn't take forever to get out, but I can't. I have no say about that. So, okay. Please like and sub and comment and all that good stuff. And here we go with Sam, and let's just have a giggle. All right? Have a good one. See you next time.
The minute you found out you're a little bit Nigerian, you rocked up, called it your country, paraded around in a flimsy nightgown, spoke in a pandering manner when you weren't talking about yourself, and then acted like you were finally putting Nigeria on the map. I kind of thought I was, right? You know, it would appear that you have aroused the righteous indignation of the First Lady of Nigeria, Meghan, delivering as she has a withering attack, an indictment on Western women's low-class nakedness that is embodied by their celebrity-adoring culture. No, but this has already been independently fact-checked, Cobalt, okay? She wasn't referring to Meghan, my Meghan, but to all garmentless floozies in general. It was general, not specific. Yes, so it includes you. I chose to wear, like, glamorous attire as a sign of respect to my country, right? I don't think anyone was offended by it. Like, you know, yeah, a lot of people were staring with wide eyes and open mouths, but you know, I've kind of got used to that. Yes, but you did walk around the whole time with a protruding collarbone and a back more exposed than David Hasselhoff after a waxing. I've actually met David Hasselhoff after a waxing. Really? Where? We were being waxed for charity. So what did you do? Have your freckles waxed off? He waxed his head and it's never forgiven him. Laugh it up. At least the First Lady of Nigeria didn't publicly shame me. But as you've just said, Harry, she wasn't aiming it directly at me. However, it was coincidentally just after your highly publicized trip to Nigeria that she delivers this diatribe. And the most delicious part was that she referred to it as being a staple of the low morality of the Hollywood actress. Yeah, which proves it can't be about Meghan, because she's never been a Hollywood actress, you know? All she ever starred in were those budget B-movies and those hammy Christmas films that they normally start showing it around August. Oh, and Suits, of course. Yeah, but I could have been a Hollywood actress if I want to be, if I wanted to be, you know, even now. But, you know, I wasn't inclined. I chose the more noble lifestyle of philanthropy instead. Well, I actually read that as a dig against you, Meghan, that, you know, that you were just an actress, that you weren't a duchess or royal or anything significant, just a typical actress. What Meghan might have misjudged is that Nigeria is a proud nation and not just a handy pawn in the inflation of Meghan's stock price. How did I misjudge that? Yeah, well, the minute you found out you're a little bit Nigerian, you rocked up, called it your country, paraded around in a flimsy nightgown, spoke in a pandering manner when you weren't talking about yourself, and then acted like you were finally putting Nigeria on the map. I kind of thought I was, right? You know, it's got 229 million people, Meghan. I didn't even know it was in Africa. And that's because you're stupid. No, wait, hold on. Nigeria is in Africa.